For years, people have reached into their kitchens, believing that the everyday items they use are completely harmless, never suspecting that one of them could be silently interfering with one of their most valuable assets, memory. While fatigue, stress, and aging are often blamed for forgetfulness, new warnings from doctors point to a culprit hiding in plain sight on the kitchen shelf. This seemingly ordinary product has been linked to disruptions in brain function that slowly chip away at focus, recall, and long-term memory. The unsettling part is that millions use it daily without hesitation, adding it to meals or beverages without realizing its potential cost. Imagine thinking that lapses in memory are just part of getting older, when in reality, a simple household choice is accelerating the problem. This hidden danger is not only contributing to brain fog, but could be setting the stage for lasting cognitive decline. Viewers are invited to uncover what this item is, why it has such damaging effects, and how avoiding it could make a dramatic difference in mental clarity and long-term brain health. Memory is far more than the ability to recall names, dates, or tasks on a to-do list. It is the foundation of identity, independence, and connection to the world. Without it, even simple daily routines become overwhelming, and relationships lose their depth as shared moments fade. Scientists describe memory as the thread that weaves together past experiences with present decisions and future goals, making it essential for both survival and fulfillment. When memory begins to weaken, it does not only affect the mind, but also erodes confidence, self-sufficiency, and overall quality of life. Studies show that sharp memory contributes to faster problem solving, stronger learning, and emotional resilience, while memory decline is often linked to depression, anxiety, and even a shortened lifespan. The brain is not a static organ. It is dynamic, constantly forming and reshaping connections, and memory is the evidence of this incredible adaptability. Protecting it means preserving the ability to continue growing, adapting, and experiencing life fully. For this reason, experts stress that every choice influencing brain health, even small ones made in the kitchen, carries weight far beyond what most people imagine. The culprit behind memory decline is not always some rare or exotic toxin, but something that sits quietly in nearly every kitchen, used daily without a second thought. Research has uncovered that one of the most common cooking items, refined vegetable oils, may be silently harming the brain. Oils such as soybean, corn, and canola are often promoted as heart-healthy alternatives, yet their heavy processing strips away natural nutrients and leaves them rich but unstable compounds that can trigger inflammation once consumed. When these oils are repeatedly heated, as in frying or sauteing, they release oxidative byproducts that circulate through the body, eventually reaching delicate brain tissue. Scientists warn that the brain, being composed largely of fat, is especially vulnerable to damage from these unstable molecules. Over time, this oxidative stress can weaken the neurons responsible for memory and focus, making forgetfulness and cognitive decline more likely. The danger lies in their invisibility. They blend into salad dressings, baked goods, packaged snacks, and home cooking so seamlessly that most people consume them daily without realizing their cumulative effect. By unveiling this hidden threat, experts highlight how everyday habits in the kitchen unknowingly trade long-term mental sharpness for short-term convenience. Researchers have found that this everyday kitchen item interferes with the delicate balance of brain chemistry, slowly undermining the networks responsible for memory and focus. Its compounds increase oxidative stress, a process where harmful free radicals overwhelm the brain's natural defenses and damage neurons. Over time, this stress weakens the hippocampus, the region that acts as the brain's memory center, making it harder to store new information and retrieve what is already learned. Inflammation also rises as the body treats the substance like a toxin, and chronic inflammation in the brain is strongly linked to cognitive decline and disorders such as dementia. Beyond structural harm, the item disrupts blood flow to the brain, reducing the steady supply of oxygen and nutrients that nerve cells depend on to function efficiently. When this circulation is compromised, concentration falters, mental fatigue grows, and long-term damage accumulates silently. Scientists warn that these effects rarely appear overnight, but build slowly with repeated exposure, creating a hidden erosion of memory and clarity that can take years to reverse. By the time symptoms become noticeable, much of the damage may already be underway, which is why avoiding this trigger is considered a vital step in safeguarding brain health before decline takes hold. For many, the consequences of relying on this common kitchen item seem invisible at first, but over time, the effects become painfully clear. People begin to notice small lapses, such as forgetting where they placed their keys, missing important appointments, or struggling to recall familiar names. At first, these moments are brushed off as stress or simple aging, but as the habit continues, the issues grow more severe. Some individuals find themselves unable to focus during conversations, losing their train of thought, or rereading the same page without absorbing the words. In households where this item is used daily, entire families may experience gradual cognitive sluggishness, reporting fatigue, irritability, or difficulty concentrating. Doctors warn that long-term exposure to the compounds within this product can accelerate brain inflammation and damage the communication pathways between neurons, leading not just to mild forgetfulness, but to a significantly higher risk of cognitive decline and degenerative conditions. Real stories highlight how seemingly healthy adults found themselves struggling with tasks they once managed easily, from balancing finances to navigating familiar neighborhoods. The frightening part is that these changes often progress quietly, with years of damage accumulating before a clear pattern emerges. By the time any people connect their memory struggles to this simple kitchen habit, they have already lost valuable time and vitality that could have been preserved by making a different choice earlier. When experts warn against a harmful kitchen item, they also point to simple alternatives that can nourish the brain rather than weaken it. Instead of relying on processed ingredients filled with unhealthy fats, excess sugar, or artificial additives, they recommend natural, whole food substitutes that support mental clarity and protect memory over time. Fresh herbs and spices like turmeric, rosemary, and cinnamon not only enhance flavor, but also contain compounds known to reduce inflammation and improve blood flow to the brain. Cold-pressed olive oil and avocado oil provide healthy fats that feed brain cells and stabilize cognitive performance. Choosing whole grains over refined ones helps keep blood sugar steady, preventing the energy crashes that impair concentration and memory retention. Even small changes, like replacing packaged sauces with homemade versions using garlic, lemon, and olive oil, can significantly reduce exposure to damaging chemicals while introducing antioxidants that strengthen brain defenses. These alternatives are not difficult to incorporate. They align with traditional diets that have supported sharp minds and long lives for generations. By making conscious substitutions, a kitchen can become a source of protection rather than risk, giving the brain the steady nourishment it needs to stay alert, focused, and resilient well into the later years of life. The most dangerous mistake is assuming there is time to spare. Each day that passes with the continued use of harmful habits quietly chips away at the brain's resilience, creating small but accumulating damages that may not be felt until it is too late. The brain thrives on consistency, and what is done regularly has a far greater impact than what happens occasionally. Delaying change means allowing more inflammation, more oxidative stress, and more memory loss to take root beneath the surface. Experts warn that prevention is always more effective than repair, and the earlier steps are taken to protect cognitive health, the stronger the results will be. Waiting for a clear sign of decline often means the damage has already advanced. Taking action now, even with small adjustments, can interrupt the cycle and begin strengthening the pathways that preserve clarity and focus. The choice is urgent, not because panic is necessary, but because the opportunity to safeguard memory is greatest in the present moment. before tomorrow adds another layer of risk. The message becomes clear as the dangers of this seemingly harmless kitchen item are exposed. Memory, the essence of who a person is, should never be compromised by something so simple to avoid. Protecting the brain begins with awareness, and small daily choices can determine whether it stays sharp and strong for years to come. Taking action now means reducing the hidden risks and replacing harmful habits with healthier ones that nourish both body and mind. Every step taken today, no matter how small, becomes an investment in a clearer memory, a stronger brain, and a brighter future. To continue learning about these hidden health traps and the powerful habits that safeguard longevity and mental clarity, the viewer is invited to subscribe, stay connected, and never miss the knowledge that can transform their life.